Hello guys, and welcome back for the October JRPG news roundup. We're going to start with the Falcom news as always. On the merch side of things, Pinbox have added a couple more designs to their roster, like the Zephyr logo, Calvert Republic, and Michelin Wonderland. They are all available to order. The Ys Age of Heroes tabletop game is now out. If you've played D&D, it's basically that, with an Ys skin. I received the book very recently. In fact, it's quite a hefty piece of kit, so if you like your tabletop gaming, this could be a good item for you. Direct from Falcom themselves now, there are some Trails-themed watches up to order, along with the 2025 Falcom calendars, which feature concept art from the new Tokyo Xanadu, X Nordics, and Sky the First. Also be aware of potential spoilers for Kai no Kiseki if you choose to find them. On the developer side of things, Kondo has been saying a lot of stuff this month. Initially, he stated that if Nintendo ever came calling for a character to add to Smash, stranger things have happened by the way, he would pick Adol without question, not only for his storied history with the company, but also because he is front and centre for the Ys series outside of Origin. Trails on the other hand has a host of different pro tags. Kondo has also stated that he sees Trails having one more arc after the conclusion of Calvard. I'm going to be making a specific video on this next week, so keep an eye out for that. He also stated that he would welcome the possibility of Ys vs Sora no Kiseki getting officially localized in the future. This is the Battle Royale title that combines the universes of Ys and Trails and could be an interesting addition to the Western lineup if it ever happens. Lastly, and definitely the most important I feel, Kondo has stated that Falcom and NIS America have now garnered a relationship to the point where the localizer is involved during development, which is what happens with Clouded Leopard Entertainment. The big obstacle preventing simultaneous releases was that Falcom wouldn't release their script to NIS America until after it was finalised, but supposedly with this, we'll be getting games quicker from here on. The aim, as stated, is to get Trails titles out no more than 1 year after the Japanese release, with Ys games being less than 6 months. I think we're seeing this process working, with the turnaround time significantly shortened in recent years, and with the early 2025 release of Daybreak 2, only Kai no Kiseki is going to remain. To the general JRPG news now, and starting with merch. It's been stated through limited run games that physical releases of Yakuza 0, Kiwami 1 and 2 and Yakuzas 3 to 6 are all under development, with 0 currently up for pre-order at $35 due to release in March 2025. In addition, a physical edition of Valkyria Chronicles 4 is also due out for March 2025, once again through limited run games. Gust are up next, and a 1/4 scale swimsuit figure of Riser is up for pre-order at a pretty high bar of 42,000 yen, releasing in October 2025. It can be ordered from Coco Store, but those outside of Japan can use a proxy like Buyee or Treasure Japan. The premium box for Atelier Yumiya is now available to pre-order for North America via NIS America. It's $150. EU regions can do so via Koei Tecmo's EU storefronts. Vanillaware are also trying out some more figures. Last month it was for Elsa Linda and Scarlet from Unicorn Overlord. This time it's my personal favourite in Virginia. 1/8 scale, no details on the price or release window were given. Idea Factory next, and the upcoming Western release of spin-off Neptunia Riders is getting a limited edition at $70, releasing January 28th. They've gone for that MotoGP look as well in regards to the posters and the art book as well, which looks like the monthly magazines you would often see. Atlus have stated that the fantastic soundtrack of Metaphor ReFantasio is up for pre-order, only in Japan. It releases January the 15th, 2025 for 5,500 yen. Vinyl pre-orders have gone up for Persona Q and for Arena, releasing in Q2 2025 and priced at $65 each. A book detailing the long development history of Metaphor is up for pre-order at 2,600 yen. Once again, this only exists in Japan and releases December the 19th. And lastly, this Prime 1 figure of Makoto and Johanna from Persona 5 is up for pre-order at a whopping $1,500, shipping in 2026. I've no doubt some people are going to buy it, not me though. Closing out the merch roundup for October is Square. The third wave of 1/4/4 scale Xenogear model kits has been put up for pre-order, releasing in June 2025. You can get them all for $180. And also, we finally started to see arts for the upcoming 2025 Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy crossover. Now, I do like my card games, and I've dabbled in Magic the Gathering. I think I'm going to have to get a few of these for myself. Not often do you get crossover events like this one. Mid-2025, mark it in your calendar. On the developer side of things now, starting with Square, there was a post this month concerning legendary composer Uematsu, as he seemingly was stepping down from video game composing. The tributes were coming out in full force until the man himself corrected the stance and stated that he wasn't retiring from video game music production, he was simply going to do less of it in order to focus on the projects he wants to. The team behind Monarch in Lancaster have stated that they are working on a new RPG. No further details were given, but if you liked what it had to offer, maybe one to keep an eye on. Monolith Soft have stated that they are working on an in-house engine in order to aid with future development. This is always a good thing. An in-house engine offers a wide array of flexibility and possibility for a development studio. It makes sense that Monolith Soft would do so with the ambitious projects they often take on. Wild Bunch Productions are in the spotlight next. In case you didn't know who they are, these are the guys working on Armed Fantasia, the Wild Arms spiritual successor. They've given us an update on the game, noting features in combat and in particular the scenario being revised with many new details. Konami have stated that the upcoming Suikoden remasters are based on the Japan-only PSP versions. There are going to be no alterations, and this also means none of the Saturn content is involved either. Naturally though, any improvements required or bugs that were present in those versions have been ironed out. Bandai Namco are up next, and in light of the upcoming release of remastered Tales of Grace's F, producer Yuki Ishikawa has stated he would love Tales of the Abyss getting the same treatment, and who knows, with this event which seems to be completely centered around remasters of Tales of titles, that might be in the pipeline too. However, there has also been some bad news regarding Bamco, as they have been reducing their workforce while also cancelling projects surrounding the likes of Naruto, One Piece, and even a commissioned Nintendo project. In Japanese fashion, the company has enacted a policy of oidashi beya, which is basically Japanese purgatory. In this situation, employees are put in a room with nothing to do, eventually forcing them to voluntarily leave out of shame or boredom. Because of Japan's commitment to lifetime employment, firing employees has legal ramifications. Oidashi beya is basically the workaround used when a company feels the need to downsize their workforce, and it seems to be occurring at Bandai Namco as we speak. Though of course company representatives have vehemently denied this. Before we move to the upcoming releases, we end the developer news with Atlas, and it's all based around Metaphor ReFantasio. Not only did the game sell 1 million units in a day, but it also achieved a developer high 85,000 concurrent players on Steam at its peak. The game also has a mod out for the PC version which grants ultra-wide support, along with finely tuning certain settings like shadow resolution and ambient occlusion. Now we're going to end the October roundup with the upcoming releases as always, and we're going to start with one visual novel which I think is well worth mentioning. A Steins Gate reboot has been announced for 2025, Japan only at present, but I fully expect this to come west, much like Fate Stay Night Remastered did. As for the upcoming RPGs, action RPG Crystar is coming to PS5 on February the 27th, 2025 for Japan only. SRPG Hyper Devotion Noir Goddess Black Hearts is coming to Nintendo Switch on February the 13th, 2025, once again for Japan only. SRPG Emberstoria has been announced with no release dates for mobile and PC. This once again is Japan only. Action RPG Maple Forest is in the Kickstarter phase for Switch and its successor, PS5, Xbox Series and PC. SRPG Goblin Slayer, another adventure and nightmare feast, is releasing November the 15th for Nintendo Switch. Korean dungeon RPG High School Crisis is releasing November the 6th for Nintendo Switch and PC. Mystery adventure game Master Detective Archives Raincode is now available on the likes of PS5, Xbox and PC. It was originally only available on Nintendo Switch. Action RPG Eden Zero has been announced with no release date as of present for PS5, Xbox Series and PC. Action RPG Ast Libra Gaiden: The Cave of Phantom Mist has released this month for Nintendo Switch. Action RPG Dating Sim Hybrid Eternite has released this month for Nintendo Switch. SRPG Metal Slug Tactics is releasing November the 5th for all modern platforms. Turn-based RPG Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is releasing in spring 2025 for PS5, Xbox Series and PC. Action RPG East Memoir Ofenfelgana is releasing January the 7th, 2025 for PS4, PS5 and PC. Turn-based action hybrid RPG Trails Through Daybreak 2 is releasing February the 14th, 2025 for PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch and PC. And finally, Action RPG Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition is releasing March the 20th, 2025 for Nintendo Switch. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe for more JRPG content and consider joining my Patreon if you're interested. Peace.